How fast can I do it? This is it! Hi everyone, what is up? Welcome back to the channel. No. Hi everyone, this is Francis. Welcome back to Books Under Covers. And I'm telling you my name in case you have forgotten. Because I have been off for a little while. And this was for a very simple reason. The day I was actually going to start recording, I had this idea. I was going to go out and buy myself something new for the channel, something to get the channel a little better. But when I got home and started testing it out, well, it didn't do as well as I thought it would. There's a new camera filming this. I hope it makes a difference. So hey, this is the first video that we're trying with this, and I'm sorry that I was away for so long. Hopefully it won't keep happening. Hopefully we'll keep the camera. Right now, before we get into the video, guys, just, hit that beautiful subscribe button right down there, and you'll see way more awesome videos than you ever expected. So, the idea for this video actually started out when I started reading every single book that I got. Well, not every single one, but a lot of the books that I was getting, I was starting. I just couldn't. And I started by reading 10, 20 pages, and then I just wanted to keep on going. And so, there's a whole lot of books, 7 books to be exact, that I am reading at the same time, and I wanted to tell you guys a little bit about them. So the first one, the one that I am more focused on right now, is Jurassic Park by Michael Crichton. This book was published in 1990, and I've noticed that a lot of people do not know about this book. If you know me, you know that I am a huge fan of Jurassic Park. And so to get this book is just a new view, a new look into the story, and I so wanted it. And right now I'm at page 106. I started this around 3 days ago, but now with the new job it gets hard. So at page 106, if you have seen the first Jurassic Park movie, we are at the time when they are seeing the different laboratories, when they are just getting into the park. But there are so many differences, guys. It's so exciting. And now this is the part where we start getting spoilers, so just wander off. Right now I think that the character that stays the same more in the movie is Ian Malcolm, the mathematician, the jerk. The rest of them are completely different. There are so many things that aren't just spoken about. There are just so many things that are forgotten in the movie. In the movie they have this thing that goes around and keeps showing them the different labs until they stop at one and they go see the eggs. In the book, it's actually not like that at all. In the book, they walk through all the different rooms, and it's really boring, supposed to be. In the story, it's really boring. In the movie, the 2 kids, there's a big girl and a smaller boy. Well, in the book, it's actually the other way around. Their names are Tim and Lexi, just like in the movie, but Tim is the oldest brother and Lexi is the youngest one. Alan actually talks a lot to Tim from the beginning, when in the movie he is like, get away from me. The skinny guy, the skinny lawyer that is going to the park to try and shut John Hammond down? The skinny lawyer that's really annoying and that ends up dying sitting in the toilet. This skinny lawyer in the book is actually a muscular guy. It's being so amazing. Right now I'm at the parts in the laboratory, so I haven't seen a lot, but I just can't wait for the disasters to start happening. The second book that I'm reading right now is The Throne of Glass. This is the first book in the Throne of Glass series, and I can tell you right now, I haven't read a lot of it. I just haven't. This is by Sarah J. Maas, and I think it's a series of 7 books or something like that. If I'm mistaken, please don't hate me. But I have read around 20 pages of it. I mean, I did enjoy it, but then other books just trampled it. So I guess I'll have to start over. After that, I have I Let You Go by Claire Mackintosh. Now, this one, I have read a little bit more than Throne of Glass, but it goes exactly in the same basket. It just got trampled by all the other books that I got, and that just made the front row. This one, I started reading, I read like the first chapter, the first 20 or 30 pages, and then I just stopped. But from what I got, it's kind of a crime thriller kind of thing, and it's about a mother who is going home with her child, and the child gets ran over by some car, the car runs away, and then it's the whole investigation around this case. So it might be interesting. I like crimes. It's really cool. There's a sequel to this one. There's a second book, and I think there's a third one, But yeah, right now I have to start finishing my TBR. Seriously, I just have to. Coming in third place, we have Stephen Hawking's The Brief Answers to the Big Questions. Yeah, and this was the last book published by Stephen Hawking, and it's so interesting. This book tries to answer in a scientific way, like, is there life after death? Is there a God? How did it all begin? And so he tries to answer this in a very scientific way, but his own answer, his personal answer, not in an essay kind of thing or anything. No, his own personal answers to this. I am right now at the third question, which is, can we predict the future? And I don't know, it's just interesting. He talks in such an interesting and funny way sometimes. It's so cool. And I just can't wait to keep reading this and keep finishing this book. I just want to go through it all. Right now I can tell you, really interesting, and I really recommend it to you if you are just a curious person who likes to read every kind of book. And after that, we have one book that everyone just seems to love, and right now I'm having some problems with it. I have been reading it little by little, but this is Strange the Dreamer. This book was given to me by the Hardback Hoarder at the Secret Santa event, the Secret Santa tag. She has a video on that, and I have a video on that, so you can go check those two out. And I was so anxious to start reading this book. I was so hoping that I would just get into this. This book was just so expected. I just wanted it so much. The cover is beautiful, and everyone was saying great things about it, so I really, really wanted it. One thing that I am noticing until now is how slow-paced it is. But you know, sometimes slow-paced books are still great. This one doesn't do the slow pace that well, but it can still be interesting because this is a story of Laszlo Strange. That's why it's called Strange the Dreamer, because he is called Strange the Dreamer. Everybody is always calling him that, because what he loves to do above everything else is investigate stories about this city called Weep that was wiped out ages ago. Now at his time, this city is nothing but a legend, and he thinks otherwise. It turns out he is right when the population of this city just shows up at their doorstep. It's really interesting until now, because I am so waiting for this other city to show up and to see what it is all about. But it's being a little hard to read because, you know, it's a bit slow-paced and everything else around me just is hitting at the same time. I have to read the Jurassic Park book. I will get to the end of this and I will make a review, hopefully not ranting about it. I know some people will hit me if I do. Let me know in the comments if you are one of them. The sixth book in this list is actually one that I was expecting so much before it even came out. This is the first book that I read by this author, and it's The King of Scars. This is the hardback. This is the first edition. I pre-ordered it. Everyone was and is still going crazy about this book because, especially, the first thing you see is this cover. And this cover is just freaking beautiful. The cover on the inside is also freaking beautiful. I have read a little bit until now, not that much, just 25 pages. And from what I've gathered, this is mainly the story of a king who transforms into something that other people aren't supposed to know that is the king. It seems interesting until now. I'm liking it. The action is really fast and it's really well told. There's a really scary scene right at the beginning. So it's great. And the last book is actually one that I don't have either in ebook or physical book because I started it in audiobook. This is The Renegades, and I started this for two reasons. One, I was curious about it, and two, the Booktube games. I actually don't even know how the Booktube games is going. I have been reading but not posting my pages there because if I had the time to even open that, I would. So until now, what I've been doing is reading Jurassic Park. After that, I'll have to go through all of these, plus the Renegades, and then hopefully finish my TBR shelf before I even get any other books at all. That's gonna be a hard one, and this is the story behind 7 books, 1 reader. Me. So thank you so much for being here, guys. Thank you so much for coming around to my channel. If you liked the video and if you're still here, if you're not a subscriber yet, just don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And again, you'll have more amazing, awesome videos by this person coming to you every week. So thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you guys at the next one. Bye.